What a fantastical game we play, eh? I myself have been playing the game for 10 years now. Wow. Think of all the skills I could have learned. But despite playing for so long, I'm still in awe of the hero designs being so unique and so fun to play. To play against, not so much. See, we Dota players are very petty. We hold on to grudges, and even though we are getting better, we're still suspicious of change in our game. So, no matter how much a hero might change, we still hold a certain resentment towards it. Take Tinker, for example. I haven't seen that little butt rag in like 40 games, thank God. But you damn well know, as soon as this stupid little mug appears on that screen, I'm gonna flip my sh**. And it all applies to techies. Say what you will, I love the current techies, alright? They're well balanced, got a decent kit, they're stupid fun, and everybody hates me. But you know what? I'm going to use this hate. I'm going to turn their rage against them, scatter their own ambitions and confidence to simply kill a techies. He's a core techies, they only get E-Blade. There are other ways. I'm starting to understand the mind of slacks, embracing the madness, game after game after game of techies. You start to become the villain, the very enemy of your own story. But instead of the usual plotline, this story is a little different. I present to you Tankies.
Beat your goddamn ass, you son of a bitch! You piece of shit!
Yeah, it's techies, and it's dope. You wanna know why? Come here. Come over here. Just a little closer. We don't want the pigs to hear this one. So, here's the crazy part, right? Techies already does damage. You don't need a fucking E-Blade, bro. The ability to stop them from hitting is amazing, but with a little bit more brain power and a dash of hatred from the enemy, you could utilize your naturally inbuilt disarm to stop them from just... Secondly, people love dumping this stuff onto techies. It's like a therapy session, but instead of talking, you're kicking a child whilst he's down. The aim of the game is to keep the frustration levels high. Reflection, invis, invulnerability. Make them seem in control, and just before they get you yoink the carpet out from under them. And thirdly, what is this? Level 10 free hood? Don't mind if I fucking do! This is pretty much the reason why I made this build. Even though he doesn't have the best strength and agility gain, his resistances can get pretty wacko with this talent. And those are the reasons to play Tankies. He's got natural damage, people target him, and he's also got one of the strongest level 10 talents in the game, which really help in those early team fights where magic damage is key. But from recording this, I've played over 20 games with this build, and I wanted to go over exactly what I've been doing. When the game starts, I focus on getting as many stats as possible, branches and circlets with as much regen as you can fit in. You want to focus on getting damage since you're going to be attacking a lot, but also having a large enough mana pool to get some value out of that absolutely bonkers mana regen. So stats are a nice middle ground. In terms of lane, I try to channel my inner Thompson and go mid, but it's just not that great, since you never really win a last hit trade, and if you're against a damage dodge like Ember, Puck or Void Spirit, they pretty much just remove any reason for a techies to go mid in the first place. No! No! Fuck! Off lane, however, is the way to go. Oh, tragic. Techies is a strong laner capable of being an S-tier cockwomble who incites rage among every carry player. Rage is what we seek. Whoops. Not only that, but his attack range surpasses supports, and you always have your trusty taser to disarm the carry if need be. Skill build is the same as always. You max stickies followed by jihad, point and taser if needed, and you just throw bombs whenever the carry goes for lasters. As long as your partner isn't called Liz Truss and kinda knows what they're doing, it's actually quite hard to lose this lane. Perfect timing pause. So first item after arcane boots is yours. Not really the tankiness we need, but it's essential for keeping your mana up since we ain't no E-Blade soy boys. It does, however, give utility which you can use to set up your combos. Next, it depends on what you're up against. More often than not, I disassemble arcane booties into Lotus. Being the centre of attention in fights is what we were born to be, so it's the perfect pairing with Lotus Orb. If there really ain't any single target spells or dispel value to be had, then I change it to a Blade Mail, but it's nowhere near as effective. Alright, now we're getting somewhere. So we got some decent armor and now magic resistance from our talent. I don't really do much damage, do you, buddy, old pal? I shouldn't have to say it, but grab your shard whenever you can. I've already used this line already, but it is one of the best shards in the game. 100% pick up every single time. So, from here on out, we got a couple of options. You are probably off lane, so some items from your team wouldn't go amiss. Pipe, even a glimmer cape comes to mind. So now we can get...
Wraith Pact.
Don't you ever mention that item in my presence again! What do you think I'm stupid? I am stupid? It's just like a ranged hero's Crimson Guard, ain't it? Anyway, now I don't have to argue about getting heart. Right, so heart is an item that I've always hated. I thought it was a waste of gold and an item slot, and you can get other tanky items and do more with their actives. But I've been pissing around with troll warlords and maybe buying heart every single game. But oh boy, does it feel good. Your durability skyrockets, and as long as you got some damage and armor, just like the old Tankies build, this item does wonders in teamfights. Oh no! After this is whatever. I usually go Shivas, but because of how long you last in teamfights, I like to take the 200 damage talent at level 25 and just go to town. You can slowly turn into a carry and your pushing potential is pretty banging. But that more or less wraps up Tankies. I do like how I got to drop this in the middle of Razor being absolute meat quad of a tanking hero who likes to be targeted by spells. But hey, it's given me a solid win rate. It's fun. I did lose the Bulldog with the build, which made me feel like a fraud, but I promise it's 100% worth playing. And, well, what do you know, your boy only gonna made a build which doesn't revolve around Aghanims. It's only really because the Techies Aghanims is hella whack, but I'm pretty proud of myself, and so should you for listening to me talk. So, go. Fly away and consume your enemies in their own primordial rage. Until next time. Farewell. Let's get from me! What do we got here? Oh, yummy scrummy!